Jordan Rudess, my old friend, thank you for joining me for a few minutes.
Absolutely. Pleasure.
Listen, you've been up in Stanford, California for a couple of months now at Karma, which I want to hear about. And then you're going to talk about a very exciting solo tour that launches. And then we're going to get into some other Dream Theater news. But let's begin. You've been at Stanford for a few months out here in beautiful California. Talk about why you're here and what it's been like.
I love California. First of all, this has been amazing, not only to escape winter, which is a wonderful thing, because the winter in New York has not been very pretty, shall we say, and it's been really pretty around here. It's been amazing. And every day is just magical here, not only in California, but at Karma, CCRMA. It's a division of Stanford, where they do, computer music research. And it's awesome. Literally, I've met so many cool people here and had so many great experiences. Like I'll meet the head of audio at Google and Apple and Facebook, and the tech side of me that loves working in the area of expressive music technology is just so happy in this environment. It's really, really awesome.
Well, you've got some history up there too, right? I mean, you've got already some development you've done with folks up there, right?
Yeah, for some years before this artist in residency, I would come up to Stanford and show them, different instruments I was working on, like the Continuum or the Rolly Seaboard or, Linstruments. So kind of along that path, I started a stronger relationship with some of the people out of here and did some really cool cooperation with them on my latest musical instrument for iOS, which is called GeoShred. Actually, one of the professors here, Julius Smith, it's his core technology, physical modeling. And we decided, one of my last trips out here, that we would do this amazing kind of collaboration. We've had a lot of success with GeoShred, and it's, an iPad, iPhone instrument.
Well, I know you're like a kid in a candy store up there, but in addition to all the great people you've met, the amazing technology you're immersed in, you leave this week. You start with some solo shows for kind of an extension of something you started back east, but it's the next iteration of the from Bach to Rock Jordan Rudess solo tour. Talk about that, because I know it spans your whole life, your whole creative soul. I mean, it's a real tour de force for anybody who's experienced it.
Yeah, it's a big thing for me. It's, first of all, these shows that I'm doing are totally solo piano shows, all on concert grand pianos, and it's a chance for me to really tell my story, starting with the days when I went to Juilliard as a youngster, and I would walk in, I'd play Bach Prelude, and then I'd start to do some improvisations, and my teacher would give me a gentle slap on the wrist and say, "You cannot do that to Bach. That is totally not allowed." And I'd have to hide in the practice rooms with the other students who wanted to have a good time and be like, and we would all be smiles, and it would be great, but we'd be in the very last practice room all the way down the hallway, and, just kind of hiding away. But that was my life. I was very, very focused on classical music, of course, but you could never take that spark out of me of improvisation. So this Bach to Rock tour is a chance to talk about that, tell the journey, and, throw in all these musical pieces, Bach, of course, included, Chopin and Liquid Tension, Dream Theater, some covers.
Wow.
But talk about the journey, which was so, important to me, especially, these days, getting a perspective on the whole thing and just realizing how all the different styles that I played were so,
well,
so vital.
You mentioned Bach and Dream Theater. If you were to put a couple of pieces back to back to illustrate people sonically your diversity, what would that feel like?
So I'm playing one of the partitas, kind of goes like this. and have some fun. You know, when I was a kid, my mother used to bring home all these pieces of sheet music for Broadway songs, cover songs, and I used to have a great time just playing from the guitar charts. So I think I might play a little bit of...
Stardust.
Yeah, Stardust.
Beautiful.
And of course, talking about one of the more influential albums in my life. A little bit of Tarkus, and of course, I'll throw in some LTE. Dream Theater.
What a show! What a show!
It's going to be a lot of fun for me. It's it's a full evening. I'll probably be very tired at the end of it. I know that I will, but it's going to be so worth it because just sharing all these different styles and my passion for the piano and my journey is just really exciting. To have the opportunity to do that all around the world is amazing.
Well, I was going to say, and you are going all around the world. I mean, you're going to be in Tel Aviv. You're going to be in all throughout Europe. I mean, you really this is a big tour for you to go and execute. I mean.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I mean, it's my first time doing something like this solo, throughout Europe. In this case, I'm playing a lot of shows. Let's see, I'll tell you the dates or the places really quickly. So I'm starting out in Padua, Italy, and then I'm going off to Tel Aviv. I think I'll be in Tel Aviv for under 24 hours, but I'll be there. And then I'm going to hit London, and then the Netherlands, and I'll be in Finland, and Sweden, and Denmark, and a few shows in Germany, and then finalizing the European tour in San Sebastian, Spain. And all the dates are on my website, Jordan Rudess.
I will put a link up.
Yeah, cool.
And then you get back, and in April, late April, you've got the next version of your famous keyboard players event. Talk about that a little bit.
Exactly. It's called KeyFest, and this is the third one. I've been doing it annually. This year, I'm so excited about it because we're taking it kind of out of the backwoods in the country, and we're moving it to the amazing Sweetwater Sound in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And it really is the ultimate hangout for keyboard players. It's... let me just think of it 1 second. You there?
I'm here. You're back.
Oh yeah, a call came in and interrupted our signal.
That's okay. So you're at the key. Tell us about the event.
Yes. So KeyFest, the ultimate hang for keyboard players, and it's at Sweetwater Sound, the ultimate place for anybody who's into gear, because it's like Disneyland for keyboard players. They have everything and anything one could possibly want. It's a great campus. This year, I'm really happy because managed to get Bill Lawrence from Snarky Puppy and Tom Brislin from Yes and Renaissance, and we're going to have a really great time. We're going to jam. We're going to learn. We're going to have meals together. All the guys. Bill Lawrence is going to do a set of his own music, and Tom Brislin is going to do a set of his music. And certainly I'll do a set as well. So if you're a keyboard player out there and you want to, join us for this event, Sweetwater Sound, April 26th through 28th, and it should be amazing. And
then after that, the Dream Theater machine shifts back into focus, right?
After that, we go back into the studio with Dream Theater. We're, going to start up in May to do another another album, and we're talking right now about how we want to get that done and just kind of booking time. And it's all going to start rolling. Really excited about it because it's been a little while since we've been in the studio. We did a whole lot of touring between the Astonishing and the Images and Words tour. And now, going to get a chance to be back in the studio with the guys, which will be really, really fun. It's going to be amazing.
Big year for you, man, but I think no bigger than this solo tour coming up. So congrats in advance, Jordan. I know fans around the world will be thrilled. I can't wait to see the show myself, and travel safe, my friend.
Thank you so much.
I'll talk to you soon.